I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Middlesbrough against Sheffield. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The action has already started. Sheffield are just so strong away from home, yet to lose on opposition territory. So what's he planning here? Gets wrestled off the ball. Boyd. Traore. Forward. What does he try from here? Goes for it! That is wayward.
Middlesbrough were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening. Middlesbrough have really got the wind in their sails, and I'm not sure whether this team has an anchor.
Gets it upfield. Oh, good interception. Besic brings the ball forward. And it's Adama Traore. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's had a shot! A third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Steered out wide. Fabio, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full-contact contest. Fabio. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. He'll have a dip! Saved only by poor finishing.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Tries a through ball. Goalkeeper's ball. Boyd. And it's Hooper. Just brushed off the ball there. For a corner. Up he gets! He will be livid with himself.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that from there?
Gets it back. Referee's had a look. And he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Middlesbrough clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Passes it through. Gets up to head it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Hooper plays it out to the flank. He's got options out wide. Looking to shoot! He's scored! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Sheffield take the lead, 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Now Kant shapes the shoots, sticks it away. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Middlesbrough grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Sheffield seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a... He's gone for it! Not this time.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That's sprayed out wide. Up to meet it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Sheffield can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
It so nearly came off for him.
Just very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Boyd. Fabio battles to win it back. Downing with a delicate ball. Has a swing at it! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. I've got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it.
Massive leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
2 minutes to be added on. Middlesbrough need to hold on for a few more moments. Deftly done. And he's straight offside. And that will be the final act. Well, that's bounce-back ability, responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. The teams then, Middlesbrough against Reading. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Got things underway. Looks to slip it through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And the header! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Middlesbrough have an early lead. Good start. Moore. Middlesbrough are cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. Looks to clip it forward. Has a swing at it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Aluko, more than happy to take the muscular approach. Well positioned to make that interception. Aimed in towards the centre, and he's kept it out. Forward it goes. Middlesbrough scoring in the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. So what's he planning here? Aluko. So who's he picking out? Well, they could break here. And it's Adama Traore. That's great strength on the ball. Aluko with the ball through. Must looking to shoot. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Gets his foot in there. But Voss. And the counter is on. He's had a go! He's going after it. Battles to... and the follow-up! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well played, he saw that coming. Played out to the right. And now they can launch a counter. Tries a through ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And we hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Middlesbrough, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're off again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Gets into some space. Traore tries to get it forward quickly. Now they can break here. Long and high towards the flank. Now here's the through ball. Adama Traore. Aimed long and direct. So still just a goal between them. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now the pass, and he's made certain that won't get through. Reading keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Has a hit! In it goes! And there's the goal they've been looking for. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Middlesbrough take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way, and that losing feeling the other.
Middlesbrough may be thinking about substitutions now. They still have 2 available.
Bodvarsson deserves great credit for the block, prepared to put his body on the line.
Steered out wide, and he's onside, and the finish! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Reading making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Passes it through. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Oh, we're talking fractions.
Reading, their final change. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Hits one! And that really should have hit the net.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Instead, Reading get it back again. Looks like a good ball through. He's left his... shoots! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Instead. Crunching tackle. Hoists it high. That's gone a long way up and away. The final whistle. Solid, if not especially fancy. Always in control. They did enough to win it. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. The teams then, Preston against Middlesbrough. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
And already we're underway here. Ball's out on the left now. And it's Downing. Gets wrestled off the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Chance to shoot. Hits one! He's got away with one there. Preston have now gone 5 games without defeat here. Now he's wondering who wants it. Downing. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, great ball! Is it in? Preston seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Middlesbrough can't seem to retain possession. Now can he finish? He's gone for it! He's delivered all right! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries a through ball. Can he find a finish now? Brings it forward. He's off on a marauding run. Goalkeeper's ball. Hoists it high. Forward it goes. Just brushed off the ball there. Now the pass. Up he gets! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it. There's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Middlesbrough, happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're just settling back into this. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Looks like a good ball through. Hits one! Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Pumps it into the air. Massive leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Good work on the the right flank. Now, what's next? That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Downing. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Can he finish? Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
And it's Downing. Over to the left. He's left his man. Chance! That intervention was very necessary. Now the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So not long left in this now. Well, the three-game winning streak is coming to an end, it would seem.
Middlesbrough merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Looks to clip it forward. Well positioned to make that interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can he finish? And with that, the final whistle. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Middlesbrough against Norwich. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Middlesbrough are the most prolific team in the league this season. Downing, he's gone for it! Has a swing at it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Middlesbrough have grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck and aren't letting go.
And it's Adama Traore. Looks to slip it through. He's got away. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Gets good distance on it. Besic. So what now? Shapes to shoots. And it's Nelson Oliveira. Downing. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Looks to clip it forward. Downing unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now here's the through ball. Oliveira goes for goal! He's delivered all right! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Norwich get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Oliveira. Houlihan. Nelson Oliveira. Tries to get it forward quickly. Adama Traore! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And it's Nelson Oliveira. Houlihan. Nelson Oliveira. Besic gets it back. Forward it goes. Gets wrestled off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And you would probably say it's too far out for a shot. And it's Adama Traore. The shot's on! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Middlesbrough still trailed by the odd goal, despite coming so close with the whistle imminent. An intriguing half right until the very end.
It hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Already up and running for the second half.
Middlesbrough don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Houlihan. Well, they can break here. Fabio with the ball through. Just brushed off the ball there. Aimed long and direct. Defenders on the back foot. Dinks one in. Dashing forward at pace. And the weighted pass, closer, positions himself well and cuts. Is it in? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, the run was really impressive, the finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Oliveira, that's sprayed out wide. Pumps it in, gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Middlesbrough can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Oh, he really wants... Hits one! Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Middlesbrough grab the equaliser and we're all square. Shapes the shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Tries a through ball. And that has been clubbed away.
Middlesbrough showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Tries to stroke it through.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Now the pass. Downing. And he's cut it out. Looking to shoot. They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Middlesbrough, their final change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. Well, what we're witnessing now just goes...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Middlesbrough did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.